Hello, Clive here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. So we are here underneath the Blushing Mermaid, which is right up here. Look at the big map, we can see that there is these two overlapping circles, and this is kind of the point we need to go to. And it's right next to the Blushing Mermaid, just down the hill from there. So we'll get to that in a second. At this point, I did do a long rest, so we have all of our spell slots back for everyone. And you probably will need that here. You might be able to get away with not having it. But where we're going to go is going to require a lot of speed. And so having as much speed as possible is going to be great. And I'll go into more detail about that in a little bit once we get there. So you also make sure you have all your buffs on you, which I'm going to do here in a second. And then we're going to go head down to this little building right here, which is like a dock building. And we have to come in from this side, the Blushing Mermaid side. And we're going to head over here, and then down this little ramp down here. If you come in from the other side, there's a lot of people there, and you can't really get in there safely. There is, however, a way to get in from under the city. So in the sewers, there actually is a way to get in here. I'm not going to do that, but just know that it is possible to do that. I'm just going to go over here and come in from this door, which is pretty quiet. There's not really many people over here. No one really patrols over here. There is like a couple of steel watch that patrol on this side. There's people right here, so you can't really get into this door. But this door is definitely possible to get into. So what we want to do first, I'm just going to get all the buffs up on us, like the definitely Long Strider and definitely Aid. This would be the biggest ones. Alright, we got our buffs up. I'm not going to summon Scratch just yet, but we will need Scratch a little bit later. I'm going to wait till we get actually down further. I don't want him to go down before we get to the spot we need to go to. So if we just sneak here, we can lockpick this.
Do the trick.
Alright, let's go inside. There's going to be some enemies in here. Oh, we already got into a fight. There's people screaming, so I guess they got pulled in. I don't know why my weapons switched on me. Yeah, it's just a couple of Worgen. I'm not going to burn any spells. Yeah, it's going to keep asking me for that. Really just take them down. It's not that much of an issue. They're all like level 2. So I'll just do that real quick, and then we'll talk about the next steps. Alright, so we took the dogs down. Yeah, I was getting like popped up left and right because all these buffs, and I don't want to waste them on these wargs. It isn't really worth it. So these guys do have these warg fangs, which is they're really good for bloodlust elixirs, which we definitely need to equip probably pretty soon. I might do that here after we're done with this. Those are actually really good for this next 2 fights. Yeah, lots of blood, or fangs, so that's going to be good. Alright, so the next step we need to do is we need to go into the under area here. There's a basement here, and I believe it's in this spot. Yeah, there it is. So let's just sneak and then go through here. Alright, so this is the basement. And there's not really much you can do down here other than go to this... Wait, let me get a sneak. There we go. Yeah, we can just... I mean, you can loot stuff. There's stuff everywhere. There's not really much stuff in here, but there is some stuff you can loot. We're not going to do that right now. You don't have to worry about people finding you in here. But there is a place where you can come out, which is right here, I believe. Greasy, smelly, climb down. You know what, I'll just go through here and I can show you where it comes out if you want to come in from the sewer area. Alright, so this is where we are. It's called the climb up. So this is the climb up. And this is where it is on the map. So if you are coming in from this side, you can just skip all the wargs and then just come in from this side. Alright, so we're back in the basement. We need to go through this door, and we're going to find somebody. There are two options here. Let's see, around the corner. I don't think there's any traps. There's infernal iron right there. Okay, I don't think we need any more of that. I'll grab these tools, though. You can start seeing these, like, big machine objects here, so you kind of get an idea of, like, what's going on. There we go. We get a save, and we come down here. We can see this giant machine in the water. And it actually is a submarine. There's a guy here. You can talk to him. So this machine will take us down to the underwater prison known as the Iron Throne. And this guy is also responsible for the death of the person at the water temple. So if we want to take care of that quest, we could do that here.
Oi! What's this? You ain't supposed to be down here, mate.
You spot a curious metal contraption in the water. A submersible.
I am here for Duke Alder Ravengard. Show me the way.
The Duke? I mean, if you see him, let him know I'm down for a drink. But he ain't here. Which begs the question, what are you bloody doing down here?
Alright, so at this point we have an option. We can start questioning him about the servants of Umberlee. This goes back to the Wave Mother who sent us down here as part of the quest to avenge the death of one of the temple worshippers that drowned. And this guy also has the way down into the Iron Throne, but it's not required that we use him. We can still go down to the throne without him. Alright, so what we want to do is, if we want to take care of that Wave quest, the Wave Mother's quest, we can try to intimidate him about the answers. So let's just do this. So I have questions, you have answers.
Let me guess. This is about them Umberlee servants. You tell them to stay out of the way. Cap needs the right of way. He can't stop on a dime when they go darting in front of the prow.
You killed one of those servants of Umberlee. Now they want you dead.
Oh, yeah? And are you here to make good on that?
You killed someone, you need to face justice.
And you're the judge, jury, and executioner, is that it? Yeah, right. Say goodbye, kid.
Alright, so let's take him out. Alright, so we did complete that quest. Let's click on the hatch, and it's going to take us to the Iron Throne.
Aren't you the intrepid little adventurer, digging and diving where you don't belong?
I'm here to rescue the hostages, Gortash.
Wrong. Your presence here is the only real threat to their survival. Dead, they're no use to me, so I keep them safe, after a fashion. I've prepared for this eventuality, and if you interfere, I will destroy the Iron Throne. Return to the docks, or the deaths of everyone inside will be on your conscience.
Your mind turns to the Gondian hostages, bound in fear, their futures hanging by a thread in Gortash's web. And what of Duke Ravengard? Will may never forgive you if you abandon his father to this fate.
Dock at the Iron Throne.
That was a mistake. When the corpses start to wash up on the shore, remember, you could have prevented all of this.
Alright, so this is like one of the harder parts of the game, and this is going to be, once we open up this hatch, we're going to have a event happen. So let's do that real quick.
Halt.
A cold, suckering wetness grasps at your mind. A voice, familiar to you from the Underdark, wraps itself around your brain.
You must act with haste. Duke Ravengard is held within these walls. He must be extracted.
Oh, Melamum? Is that you?
Normally I would find your people's lust for pleasantries amusing. Unfortunately, we have no time. There are many hostages here. Duke Ravengard chief among them. He needs your help.
Where are you?
Do not concern yourself with me. The city will be best served if you save Duke Ravengard.
I want to free the hostages.
It is painful to say, but they cannot be your priority. Duke Ravengard must be saved. The city needs him.
Fine, where is he?
Duke Ravengard is held in the security wing. Be careful. There are many hazards. This structure is collapsing. Act with speed. Act with efficiency. Good luck.
Destroy them, and quickly. We need to find my father.
Alright, so we have 6 turns, and we have 6 turns to not only rescue people, but get back to the submersible. And if we look around here, there's going to be multiple wings, and there's going to be locked cells. So we have to find everybody, and then unlock the cells, and then let them come back and escape. That's kind of the main goal. We have 6 turns to do that. You need to split up to do this. You want to have your fastest person make his way towards this area. This is where Melamum is. I don't know, you can probably see him right there. So we need to make it all the way down, all the way across to this area right here. And I believe these doors are locked. Oh, no, there's not a locked door here. So you at least need to get somebody that's the fastest to get to a Melamum and then have him escape. Duke Ravengard is going to be, I believe he is going to be on this side. Yeah, Duke Ravengard's on this side. So there's only 3 ways you have to go. You don't have to go to the north. This is all just extra loot in this area. So you need to send 2 people probably to the south, and then 1 person to the west, and then another person can go to the east. That's kind of how I like to break it up. There's going to be enemies, which is going to burn through some of our spells. And let's go down here. We want to fly. See if we can get down here. It's hard to see. So there's definitely many enemies, and there's also enemies coming in constantly. So you're going to be engaging quite often. So these guys aren't too bad, level 6. But you definitely want to preserve spells. I need to save my offhand attacks for dash. Just want to fly, and then we want to get through here as fast as possible. Right, so that's one turn. Alright, so we'll send Karlak over here. What about the people that are like right here right away? We can take care of them later. See these little bombs here too. These guys are going to pat around. They're going to get into combat. Okay, now I'm in combat. Let's just dash and just fly through here. And then let's see, we can send Will down to the bottom. Actually, no, we'll send Will to get his dad. We're gonna be in combat here. Let this guy pat back, then we'll just hit him with some attacks. And then we'll send Shadowheart down here. And she does have an extra hand. We can cast Mage Hand. So she has a special Mage Hand. I don't know if this works for all Mage Hands, but it's definitely helpful. And it will open up these doors as well. So we can run through here. We could just pop open these levers. Alright, so whenever they're done, they just run out and they go to the top. So they're going to be focused on running, and then everybody else will be able to just keep people moving along. Alright, once you get through here, you definitely want to make a beeline straight for Amelum, because he's going to be the farthest one away. And so once you get here, you just let him out, and then you can work your way back and unlock the doors after that. I need to wait till my turn comes up, because I burned my actions on unlocking this. But yeah, you can go ahead and get him, and then just run out with him. That's probably the best method of getting through this.
I'm getting you out of here. I saw the devil who took.
I made you such a
Stay focused. I'll keep Daddy Duke safe. Freedom, finally. Ready for that.
approaching the submersible. Unlike the Iron Throne, you remain intact. It seems most of the hostages from the throne share your fate. Duke Ravengard approaches you, looking confused.
He's tackled, but under my protection now, just like you. His mind is his own again.
Father,
Will. Gods, it pains me to look at you. By Baldur's graces, why have the hells ordained you to save me?
Your tadpole resonates with Ravengard's. The exhausted Grand Duke is a flurry of emotion.
Have a heart. Your son is a hero. We saved lives here today, including your own.
By every last hell, son, my head.
Ravengard's head still aches so powerfully the pain seeps into you. The Absolute may be silenced, but the Duke's parasite still remains.
I know you have questions. Please go to our camp. You'll be safe there. We'll talk soon enough.
Ravengard answers with silence. He and Will have much to discuss.
Alright, so a lot happened in that amount of time. We did save everyone. I believe everyone's on the boat. We also have Momellimum, which is kind of nice. So we have all the Gondians. We also have Duke Ravengard. Now, if you went through and you did not make the deal with Mizora, then it's very unlikely you would have Duke Ravengard at this point. I guess it's possible, it's just very hard because Mizora does come in and try to sabotage him getting rescued. Like, she will cause him to be confused and run in different directions. And if you try to do things like teleport him, he tends to run back towards his cell, so it becomes very hard to get him on the ship. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's very, very unlikely that's going to happen. And you don't have control over him either, like you do when you do make the deal. Those are things to keep in mind. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess let's head out of here. Let's see. Oh yeah, we are at Flynns Cargo now. So we could probably talk to Momellimum.
Your world's air. I never imagined missing its feeling on my skin. Curious. I owe you a great debt, Sunchild. One I shall repay. When I return to the surface, I will alert my colleagues at the Society. Find me there, and I will offer you what aid I can against this evil.
Okay, so yeah, he teleported out. He is going to be available whenever we do fight the Elder Brain. Let's talk to Obelia.
I can't thank you enough. I was certain that place was to be my cold, wet tomb. There were so many of us scattered through that place. To save so many it was brilliant. Just brilliant. We were kept hostage to control our families and the Steel Watch Foundry. To keep them building Gortash's death machines. Please. They need to know what happened here. They have no reason to obey Gortash anymore. If they rebel, it'll put a dent in Gortash's steel mind.
Where do you think I found you to begin with? Your father sent me.
He did? Of course he did. I knew it. I knew he would do something.
Alright, so we do have all of that. I think Duke Ravengard, we already talked to him. Let's leave, and let's head, I guess, to the camp.
The bay is tainted with black blood. The Wave Mother's citizens wither and choke. Did you do this?
Yes, the Iron Throne is gone because of me. It will taint your waters no longer.
So often the Wave Mother pays the price for the sins of men. But you killed the Beast's master. You've earned this. The restoration of the harbor will take a long time. Black blood clings and stinks like death itself. With the Bitch Queen's blessings, we take our leave.
Okay, so that's the reward for killing the dwarf guy.
It's over. It's finally over.
And you get the Wave Mother's robe, which you can create or destroy water, which is kind of nice. You also get the extra healing points. It's a really good robe, so let's click out of this. Everybody's safe. I don't think they're going to go anywhere. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to go to the harbor docks. And now we're right by the Steel Watch Foundry. Let's go ahead and head back to camp. And we should be able to... Let's just do a short rest. We'll head to camp and we'll try to talk to Duke Ravengard. Okay, we're at the camp. There's Will, here's Duke Ravengard. Let's talk with Will first.
I failed. The heart of the gate is dead. I need to see my father. He should know what happened with Ansel.
Alright. Let's head and talk to the Duke.
I want to have a word. First you cleave my heart in twain. Now you shatter it to pieces. My son, a monster. Twisted beyond recognition. To think my blood flows through those veins. Is this my fate? To be freed from Gortash's hell, only to be trapped in yours?
It isn't what you think. It never was.
You turned your back on me, on your city, to chase the she-devil and her power. She stinks up the place even now. It is exactly what I think.
Your son sacrificed his soul to save yours. He had no choice.
There is always a choice.
Father, please. There's something I must show you.
Ravengard's tadpole clenches as your memories and wills flow into him.
My tears wounds. I'm in your mind.
The Grand Duke sees Mizora and her infernal sisters. He sees the agony in Will's face as an impossible choice is set before him.
No. My son.
The past becomes present, and Will's thoughts are laid bare. Ravengard sees Will partnering with Mizora to defeat Tiamat's cultists before they could lay siege to Baldur's Gate, and he sees everything beyond. The Nautiloid journey, the perilous path to Moonrise, the astral prism, and the Emperor within.
Will.
Everything I did for Baldur's Gate. I did for you.
It's the truth, Ravengard. Will has always been a faithful defender of Baldur's Gate.
My son. You sold your soul to save Baldur's Gate, and I cast you out for it. You gave yourself to the Hell's eternal fires so I might walk free. By the gods. Can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. You wanted to protect the city. I only ever wanted the same.
You are a better man than most, and a better son than I deserve. I'll yet make amends, but my duty is first and foremost to the city and its people. There's something I must ask of you.
Go on.
Before I was captured, I was on a mission. Returning from Elturel, I discovered the plans of the Absolutists. I immediately realized the city couldn't defend itself against such an army. I didn't despair, because the city has a secret guardian, a worm that sleeps beneath. He can be called upon in times of great need. This is such a time. You've been trained in the ways of the great champions and proven to be one of them. The worm will answer your call. You must seek him out.
Alright, tell Ravengard about the battle with Ansur.
I failed, Father. The worm is fallen.
A terrible fate for Ansur, my son. Yet my hopes for the city's future have never been higher.
I don't understand.
You and your allies slayed the undead terror that was once the great Ansur. You are stronger than even the great worm. You will be the one to part the storms and lead the people through. You, not Ansur, are the savior we need.
First, you will fell the Absolute. Then we will rebuild Baldur's Gate. We will take back our city together. I will name you Baldur's Gate's newest Grand Duke of the Council. You will be hailed Heart of the Gate.
Grand Duke? I look the part of a fiend. A half-devil possesses my very soul.
I will tell the citizens and the patriarchs of your good works. They will know you carry your father's banner. But it is true. You are still under the she-devil's thumb.
Uncertainty fills the air. Will has reached a fork in his path. In which direction will he travel?
Will, Missouri could be a dangerous influence. Can't accept your father's offer.
Will?
He's right, and we both know it. No manner of duke should be tied to a devil's leash. No manner of duke should save a city, only to open a gate to the hells. There will be no Grand Duke Will Ravengard, and there will be no Blade of Frontiers. I am now the Blade of Avernus. For as long as demons and devils imperil the Sword Coast, they will be my prey.
Then go with my blessing. Be Faerun's great defender. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. Let these be the lights that guide you, my son. Hail, the Blade of Avernus! The Blade of Avernus!
A calm settles over you. The Elder Brain is a menace, but with the Blade of Avernus at your side, you know you can triumph.
Alright, so that is the end of Will's questline. So we did complete that. He wants to talk about what just happened, which I don't think it's that big of a deal. He's just going to reflect on what decision he just made. But what we're going to do is we're going to end it here, because that did take quite a long time to get through those 6 rounds in the Iron Throne. And that is like the hardest parts of the Gortash questline, in my opinion. The rest of it's pretty straightforward. We have to go to the Steel Watch, and then we have to defeat them there. There's not much to do with that, and then we actually have to fight Gortash. And so that's the final part of it. And then, of course, we continue on from there and meet with the Elder Brain. So that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you for watching. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.